100 foods before one, yay or nay? Today, I'm giving you my take on this popular baby-led weaning trend. Hi there, I'm Renee D'Andrea with New Ways Nutrition, and today we're talking all about the trend to aim for 100 foods before your child's first birthday. If you follow me on Instagram or have watched a lot of my videos on YouTube, you might not be surprised to hear that I'm not really a fan of this trend. To me, the thought of specifically aiming to get in 100 foods is really overwhelming, and that takes a lot of intention and is really not my personal style to begin with. Now, I know that for some people, they're the exact opposite, and the thought of having a list of foods to check off excites them and is their style. If that's you, more power to you. There's nothing wrong per se with this method. But I also really don't think it's necessary. As far as I can tell, the main impetus behind it is to help introduce variety to your baby's diet before one. And I can't argue with that as a goal at all. We do know that variety is important, and exposing our babies and toddlers to lots of different flavors really helps them down the road. But the thing is, when you're trying for 100 foods, how many of those are you then actually going on and incorporating into your actual diet? How many are you serving more than once? Because trying a food once or even for a week and then not serving it again is really not going to help our aim for variety. I would much rather you head to the grocery store and pick out a new to you vegetable, fruit, or really any baby-friendly food. Take it home with you and spend a few minutes finding a couple of recipes that look like you, as the adult, would enjoy them. Adult recipes can almost always be easily adapted to serve baby at the same time as the adults. If you need help with this, make sure you grab my Starting Solids course. And then I want you to experiment with those recipes until you find some that you want to make again, and make them again. Incorporate them into your meal routine. And then the next time you're there at the grocery store, do this again. And you know what? Maybe it's a veggie that simply needs to be cooked with a little extra seasoning. Maybe it's something that you make into a recipe. But the key is that you start incorporating it into your family's diet. Not just serve it once or a handful of times and move on to the next food. I love the idea of encouraging the adults to branch out with new foods when their baby is starting to eat. And if that's really what aiming for 100 foods before one does for you, then great. But if you're like me and that's overwhelming, or if you started and find yourself not actually continuing to incorporate the foods into your diet outside of those first few times, then I encourage you to simply purposefully aim to incorporate more foods into your diet. It doesn't have to be a list, and feeding your baby can be done in a way that fits into your family life. And with that, I'll see you next time.